Cronin Toyota and Cronin Nissan are honored to partner with Proudly We Served, as well as the continued support of our local active and retired military veterans across eastern Indiana.
I'm Al Bledsoe, Post 1108, Veterans of Foreign War.
I'm Ron Chappell, Chaplain for Vietnam Veterans 777 here in the city of Richmond. And our guest today is Danny Adams at Cycling Fitness Warehouse.
Yes,
correct,
sir.
Danny?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right.
So welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
For me, it's the first time here. Very impressed with all the bicycles you have.
Yeah, we have a few.
You do the repair on them and all of that stuff?
Yeah, that's kind of our bread and butter, repairs.
Sure,
and,
okay.
And maintenance and parts.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your service and what you did there, and then we'll get into our program.
I was in the Navy. I did my boot camp at Great Lakes up north in the winter. And then I went from there to Aviation Maintenance and Administration School in Meridian, Mississippi. And then from there I went to the Dwight D. Eisenhower in Norfolk and did my whole time there.
Yeah, okay, so you guys actually stay on the ship and all that stuff.
Yes, I switched up from the maintenance and administration and was an AB, aviation bosun mate, and worked on the flight deck.
Sure.
Chalked and chained aircraft, and that's where you work your way up to eventually better jobs, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you got a really nice place here, and the amount of bicycles, I'm amazed at the amount of bicycles.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're all special bikes, though. Are they?
Well, we have your normal everyday bikes for the Cardinal Greenway and city riding. And we also have a few mountain bikes for trail riding. And a lot of this is my personal collection of antique bikes and things that I tinker with.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I notice a lot of just the exercise bikes and the things like that.
Right.
You know, I can't do that, so I'm not into that much. But
Right.
Ron here's the exercise.
Yeah, he's a member of the gym.
Yeah. Well, I might become a member of the gym after I get through
I'm
this
gonna take him
therapy.
through.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm really, it really looks like you've really got it going with these bicycles.
Is
Yeah.
it
amazing?
Now, this is probably an ignorant question, but that's not one of those things you put the baby in when you hook her to the bike, is it?
No, that's more of a trailer to haul gear in, like for camping, or longer distance riding.
Okay. But, so it hooks to the rear of the bike and all that?
Yeah.
You got all kind of contraptions around here, man.
Yeah.
So these other bikes that say spinner on them and stuff, those are just exercise bikes.
Right.
That you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we sell those. The main market for those are in the winter time, of course, so people can continue to cycle in their home while it's cold out.
See, that's what I was telling you about the spinning classes that they have here.
Yeah.
And so you could, if you can't make it here, you get one of those, you can continue your class at home.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I did not know that you had those bikes here.
Yeah. We try to keep a few available. Those are the same bikes that we use in the gym.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. And the
So
small
is your-
ones are for children.
Is your market mainly Richmond? Is that, or do you do? Probably, I'm sure you do business outside of Richmond.
Yeah, central Indiana and I guess eastern Ohio. I have a lot of customers that come here from Ohio.
Sure.
From Newcastle, even some from Indianapolis and more
that'd
west.
be neat.
Yeah.
Well, certainly what we need to really get out there a lot is that you're a veteran-owned
Right.
business.
Right.
And we should encourage all of our veterans friends
Especially.
to, especially them,
Yeah.
to solicit business here if they can.
Right.
Or anyway, I can't imagine looking for a bike. It looks like bikes are more involved than cars are.
Right. Yeah, we're right at a block from the Cardinal Greenway trailhead, and a lot of people like you've seen this morning, coming off the Greenway, getting their flats fixed and things like that to get their ride going.
Yeah.
The shop is actually, I'm not the owner of the shop. The shop is actually owned by John Dills and Corey George.
Yeah, okay, I know Dills, I think I know that name.
Well, they own the whole.
And I've been here almost 7 years. And they're real good guys.
Yeah.
Real good families.
Yeah. They own the whole complex, right?
Yes, the gym and
yeah.
and the bike shop.
So are you involved in the gym any at all, or just the bike shop only?
No,
or?
like the spin bikes, anything cycling related, or if anything they need over there as far as a hand, I'll give them a hand.
Sure, okay.
But yeah, it's all one and the same.
So if you're riding the Greenway and like you've got bikes here and they have a flat tire or something, what do they do? What do they come back here, or do they try to fix it, or?
Well, the Greenway, since we got the grant from Reed Hospital to the Cardinal Greenway, they've added some tool stations where people can work on their own bikes if they want to along the way. If they're close, they'll usually come to me because they probably bought their bike here. So we tend to take care of them.
Sure.
That's about one of the best things we have that you can't get on the internet is face-to-face interaction.
Yeah, that's right.
And we form a friendship over the bikes over the years, and they come here and get their bikes fixed.
So the Greenway goes all the way up to Muncie, am I thinking
It goes
right?
to Marion.
Marion.
Yes.
So if you say I'm going to travel the Greenway, you got a long road ahead of you.
Yes, and there are people
And you ride that on these bikes.
Right,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
There are people that ride their bikes on the Cardinal Greenway all the way to Marion.
How far is that? That's got to
I
be.
think it's 67
I
miles.
was going to
is the
say it's
Greenway
on past
length now.
Muncie, and Marion on up north of Muncie.
Right,
Isn't that right?
yes.
Wow. I did not realize the Greenway was that long.
I can't
Yes.
imagine pedaling that far.
Yeah. So,
Before I forget to talk about
Yeah.
pedaling, number 33 upstairs.
Yeah,
It's got a little rattle on it when I stand up.
yeah. They tend to do that. I'll take care of that one. 33, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, do you work pretty much by yourself?
Yeah, it's a small shop, so it can be managed by one person. If I ever need any help, the Corey or John will pitch in and help me out.
Okay.
Things like that.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, this is going to be an eye opener, I believe, for a lot of folks who just didn't know that you were here.
Right, especially with the rental program. It's free, paid
that.
for by the Cardinal Greenway and Reed Hospital. And
Wow.
you just sign a waiver and take one of our bikes out for the day
that's
for
a
our
pretty good
hours of
program.
operation.
Yeah, that's a good program, I would say.
Yeah.
So are these like riding bikes? Are they specially designed for like just, if you will, riding the Greenway, or is that what they are?
Yeah, they're a short distance comfort bike,
Yeah.
kind of an upright sitting position, 3 speeds. The Greenway doesn't have a real hard grade, so you can comfortably ride these bikes on the Greenway.
Is there any particular day or time, or just any time that you're open?
Any time that we're open, they can come in and get a bike between 10 and 6. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And sometimes our regulars will have a family member come from out of town, and they can take the bike for the weekend or something and keep it put up for me and bring it back when we open back up a few days later.
So most of these are riding bikes, or what I would call a riding bike.
Oh, yeah.
That you're going to travel on.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. I like that.
It's been years since I rode a bike. I mean, it just, I mean, I'm sure it's good exercise.
Yeah.
But back in those days, I mean, that's probably 10 years ago I rode a bike.
Right.
But it was really a lot of fun, but it was very tasking because we had
Right.
got on a trail that was like Greenway, where it was just a lot
Right.
to be taken on your first time out. So.
Yeah.
But this is really neat, where you can actually rent the bike, do whatever you want to on the Greenway.
Well, you don't have to rent the bike right now.
You can just sign up
sign
for it, and,
Yeah.
and the grant will. That's really good.
And what about family and children? Was there a particular age?
Well, I've got small grandchildren that are kind of stepped, 7 to 12 years old that have bikes here that they ride. And so if someone comes in that has a small child that needs a bike with training wheels or something, we don't have one for children at the moment, but I let them ride my grandkids' bikes on the Greenway, and I've never had to turn anyone away.
Grandkids
I've always
know
had
about
to, yeah, they know. Yeah, they're good. They're good kids.
Granddad, what you doing?
Right. They've never been out on the trail and they show up and their bike's not here. Thank goodness.
So how long have you been here?
Almost 7 years.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
It's amazing. And I mean, I've lived in Richmond all my life, basically. And
Yeah.
I did not know this place was here. So we need to really try to push and tell people about the bike shop.
Oh, we would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, you actually moved in, I believe, before the club fully moved in, didn't you? Did you?
Before the what?
Before the club moved in, the gym?
Yes, the bike shop was here first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the construction and everything was going on in the gym.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I think this was pretty much a gutted canvas to begin with, the gym and the bike shop.
Right. Yeah, I remember when that happened.
Yeah, they did a lot of work.
The gym is pretty popular, though. I mean, a lot of people go to that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
They went to it for years. Wow.
So we should, I'm thinking maybe come up with some kind of veterans promotion ride.
That would be nice, yes. That would be nice.
Yeah, if you could start something like that, I could try to help with that.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
just promote between the organizations,
Yeah,
between
the-
VFW and the VBA.
If we start bringing it up in some of the meetings,
Right.
to start kind of coming down here or something, that might be the start of it.
Yeah,
and
that would
then
be
get
great.
guys interested in doing it and have a veterans bicycle ride. I mean,
Now, how many people can you accommodate at one
how
time?
many
though?
can you accommodate?
12 to 15,
12 to
at a
15.
time, yeah. But a lot of veterans may have their own bikes too, so
Yeah.
Sure.
you know. And if someone needed a bike, they'd be more than welcome to use one.
And how many people can Greenway hold at one time? I mean, you know.
They do a Model T run on there.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
it's a pretty good ride. I think 5 or 6 feet, 7 feet wide,
okay,
and
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
plenty of room to ride two abreast.
Yeah. And we don't have to make it a day. We could do like a weekend. Make it a weekend.
Yeah,
You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. So.
yeah, that would be neat.
If you could create a ride or something like that, where veterans could participate in it, like they
Yeah.
have these cycle rides, you know, where
Yeah.
their end goal is actually to raise money or something.
Right.
So if we could create something with him, that would cause that to happen.
Right.
Where we had if you will, a bicycle ride instead of motorcycles.
Right,
Use,
well,
use a bike.
a lot of people in the community, a lot of the cyclists in the community are always looking for another ride. There's the Reed ride that they
Sure.
do. There's the Biketoberfest that the Cardinal Greenway puts on. There's the Donut Ride in Ohio. And a lot of the guys and gals around here show up for that with children, just everybody pitching in. And
Yeah, that would be-
I bet we could have a good
very
time.
good
Yeah.
community as far as a cause. You know, they would really get behind that.
And they really support veterans.
Right.
This community supports
Absolutely.
veterans.
So we should, at our next meetings, maybe bring up the fact that this is going on and we'd like to create a ride
Right.
of some kind in the veteran community. That would be outstanding to see
Right.
how many guys, because you know the veteran community is not the youngest community in Richmond.
Right.
So
Hey, watch out.
Well, the Army guys are all
Yeah, I know.
up there.
Yeah.
Us Navy guys.
Army
are
guys
still-
have an attitude usually. That's why they got the Air Force to watch them. But if you could create a ride so it was for veterans only, or even like
Right.
grandkids or kids, that would be a big deal. That
Right.
would
Even
be
if it
something-
just started out as maybe a little cookout picnic ride, and
Yeah,
then, you
that
know,
would be neat.
because we've got the Veterans Park, the Greenway runs down
That's
to
right,
the
that's
Veterans
right down
Park
there.
now
Sure,
too. So,
right.
and they've added a nice little spot down there,
Oh, yeah.
so that cyclists can access. There's a
We
lot
ought
of
to
good
bring
things.
that up when,
Absolutely.
'cause, especially with May coming up. That's when a lot of events are
Right.
going to take place at Veterans Park and all that. So we ought to kind of try to incorporate that somehow
Yeah.
to help with getting guys to ride bikes or something, or their, like I'm thinking their grandkids maybe.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking we don't want to overrun everybody. So if we have like 3 days and you sign up for the day that you want to
Yeah.
participate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you guys come up with,
Yeah.
I'll definitely.
And how many people ride on the Greenway at a time? 15, did you say?
Quite a few, yeah. Yeah, that's where the Reed Ride uses a lot of the Cardinal Greenway.
Yeah.
When they ride, and of course it's permitted and things, but starting out new, you're going to have a small crowd to begin with, and then as each year passes, it just gets bigger, like the Biketoberfest or the Reed Ride. It just gets bigger every year.
Yeah, I think if we promoted that as a benefit, that,
Right.
you know, we're going to ride, well, like they do, the guys in post 65, they're
Yeah.
all the time riding someplace.
Right.
But the end game is to raise money.
Right.
And you could have a bicycle ride, just basically the same thing, if you could get people to participate in it. Would
Right.
be the big thing, I think. So.
Now, I don't know if you guys know Larry Rantanen,
Sure.
a retired fireman here in town who does a lot of vintage bikes, and he has a few current
Wow.
updated bikes. And he's a veteran as well, and he knows a lot of cyclists.
Yeah.
you know.
I've not seen Larry for a while.
Yeah, he
but-
comes in the shop a couple of times
We used
a
to
week.
paint or something. And
Yeah,
that's
he's a
where
painter now.
I met him years and years ago.
Yeah.
Well, let's before we run out of time.
Yeah.
Now we talked about veteran discount. What kind of discount do you offer?
I give veterans a 10% discount, regardless of what that's given.
Okay.
Army,
If a
Navy.
veteran, Army gets a 4% discount.
To them it's 10 though, they don't know the difference.
Right. But if a veteran comes in, and there are a few in town that use their bikes for everyday transportation.
Sure.
And they don't, and they're not riding $5,000 bikes, wearing cycling gear. They're
Yeah.
just everyday guys. I usually look out for them, and we'll help them keep their bike on the road and easy on their checkbook.
By sitting here talking to you, it sounds like that you're good at helping people when they need help, and of course,
Right.
that's what I'm all about, is helping
Oh,
whoever
yeah.
I can help. I'm going to reach out and try to help them some
Right.
way. And it sounds like your business is the same way, and that's
Right.
that's really a good trait. That's a good habit to have. Of
Right.
helping people.
Right,
That's,
it's
we don't do
absolutely
enough of it.
necessary
Sure,
in today's
exactly.
small brick and mortar, because without
man.
that,
Telling
they'll
you.
just go to Walmart, and
Yeah,
once
sure.
we're already fighting with that. We can't afford to sell bikes for the price Walmart sells bikes, and if people know they're going to come in here and not get any argument from me on their bike
Sure.
or a warranty issue, I take care of it immediately, because the customer is 100% the most important thing to us. That's
Sure.
what's kept us open all these years.
Yeah. That's real important. And
Yeah.
I don't sell cars and don't pretend to sell cars, but that's a very important aspect of cars, is service.
Right.
If you don't have any service, you don't have nothing.
Right.
And that's a big deal.
And the character
there's
and
a
the
fine line,
personality, too, of the people.
There's a fine line between being a pushy salesman and being a helpful salesman. You just got to
Exactly.
know you can't push something on someone they don't want.
Right.
You just let them know that, hey, if that's
Yeah.
what you want, I'll help you get it, and I'll take care of it from here on out.
Well, I think the important things are the discounts that he's going
Right.
to give veterans, the 10%,
Off the top.
and then the service behind it. See.
Right.
That's, to me, is what would be important.
Now, is that on the
Right.
price of the item, labor, or just
That's
everything?
on anything.
Everything.
Yeah,
The
everything.
labor too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on anything. And there's sometimes that someone can't afford $25 for a new tire. So when I have a bike that's coming up, that's a parts bike or something,
Yeah.
I will take, if it's good stuff, I'll take the tires off And when someone comes in that needs one but can't pay $20 or $30 for a tire, I'll give them a tire for $3. You know,
Wow.
just a good used. It's not much, but you know, it's something.
Sure.
You know,
They can keep riding.
That's really
right.
good.
They can keep. They can
That's
keep
really-
going.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Right.
Now, what's the address here? You know, as long as I've been coming to this place, I don't know the address.
It's 213 North 3rd Street.
213 North 3rd.
Behind the post office.
Behind the post office and the jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Behind the
tell a
post
lot of
office is a good reference.
people. That's good. Yes. Yeah.
And what are your hours, Dan?
We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and then I'm here Saturday 10 to 2, and we're closed Sunday and Monday. And if anyone, a lot of people around here have my cell number. If they needed anything or something when we're not here, I'll come meet them to take care of what they need.
That's excellent. Yeah, that's good.
You won't get that kind of service at Walmart.
Right.
Of course, they're
Right. They're open all the time.
Yeah. This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
I like this. When I first came in here, I'm by habit, I'm not a rider.
Right.
But I would, if we do something like we're talking about, I'd get on a bike and.
Right. Right.
I don't know whether I could ride a bike right now. I mean, I could maybe in a couple months.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
But there's always, usually if it's a ride, it's a ride or walk, you know, and someone that doesn't
Yeah.
want to ride their bike, they can walk maybe a mile of the trail.
Sure.
And then there's always music and things like that,
Yeah.
like at the Reed Ride and stuff. And something for someone to do that's just wanting to donate and participate, but
Sure.
doesn't really want to walk or ride. There's things to do, you know, people to talk to. They had Dave Concepcion at the last Reed Ride, and he was giving out free autographed 8x10s, and that was really neat. you
Wow.
know, so it was pretty cool.
I wonder if we could get somebody who's a famous rider to.
Well, John Dills, the owner of the shop, is in top 22% of Ironmen in the world. So
John is?
yeah, he's a pretty popular athlete.
John is?
Yes, was.
Was. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
didn't
he
know
still
that.
owns the record for the fastest time on the rain ride, which is a 167-mile ride from Terre Haute to Earlham College.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even think that.
And Corey, the other owner, has the second fastest time. And how that happened is kind of a Corey wrecked as John was passing him, I think, is what the story is. So
That is
John got the
amazing.
fastest time.
I can't imagine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I can't imagine riding a bike that far. I just can't think that, I guess.
That's the biggest ride in Indiana, I believe. Is the
I
rain
would
ride.
think that's a big
lot of
ride
people
no
say-
matter where you're at.
Yeah.
167 miles.
Yeah. I believe that's the mileage on
Yeah.
it. 100 Yeah, it's a lot of miles.
Wow.
I ain't got a clue.
I did not know that about him either.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well,
But
you gotta
bicycle's
find
good
something.
exercise. I mean, if people want exercise and things like
Yeah.
that, I mean, I think the bicycle's
I see
the
you got
best
some
thing.
wearing apparel.
Yeah, we have some clothing. Each year we put out a cycling kit that consists of bibs, a jersey that has the pockets in the back for your water.
Yeah,
and
well,
things.
give Al the bib. Give him the bib.
I need a flat vest. Just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, go ahead.
I don't think you're going to be that I don't think you're going to be
Well, I
such a
don't
bad
know.
cyclist. People are going to be shooting at you, but
Never know.
So you got, is that cycling? Oh, you got kids stuff?
He's got
up
all
there,
kinds of
is
stuff.
it- Or
that's the women's clothing. Each year, our jersey has different sponsors on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
And if anyone was ever interested in those, they can pre-order those usually in the fall of the season before, and those
Okay.
are ready in the spring.
So that's stuff you're handling for another.
No, it belongs to the shop.
Belongs to-
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you will service any kind of bike that comes in?
Yes,
Don't have to
any-
be bought here. You
Right.
No matter where it's from,
Right.
you'll still service that
Anything
bike.
without a gas motor, I do service electric bikes,
Okay.
and any other bike with pedals and tires. Yeah,
Do you see that
recumbents.
coming down the road, the electric bike? Do you think that's going to catch on or be something?
It is definitely catching on.
Yeah.
It's at least 5 people a week come in looking for a place to buy an e-bike. But with COVID, the supply,
Yeah.
it just isn't there yet for us to get a hold of any. But hopefully in the next couple of years we'll have a line of e-bikes.
Well, a lot of that stuff comes from China, so it just depends on what our
Right.
relationship becomes with China.
I don't know, guys. That kind of takes
unless-
away,
Huh?
takes away the fun and the exercise benefit.
Yeah, but it also gets people that wouldn't usually be out there.
Gets
out
around
there.
them. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's both
And it's
sides.
not. There's some that are like a moped, but there are others that are just pedal assist. Helps you pedal a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're running out of time.
We gotta
okay?
cut it.
Gotta cut it.
Okay.
So all right. So Danny, again, the name of the facility here.
Cycling and Fitness Warehouse and
Yeah.
Family Fitness Works.
Family Fitness Works, and the time or address.
213 North 3rd Street.
Okay, and it's 10 to 6.
10 to 6, Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday.
Okay. All right, folks, you heard it right
Okay.
here. Proudly we serve Danny Adams and the Cycling Fitness Warehouse right here in the city. Come on and check him out.
Come visit his shop. You'll
All right.
enjoy
You
it.
guys.
All right, we'll see you.
Cronin Toyota and Cronin Nissan are honored to partner with Proudly We Served, as well as the continued support of our local active and retired military veterans across eastern Indiana.